Boa noite, welcome back. There is Eliomar, Tanya, and Eliomar's son in what is called the gourmet area of the condominium. And looks like we're going to have a beer. Well, I'm not going to have a beer, but they are. And hi, Tanya. Hi, Eliomar. And there's Eliomar over there. There's Otavio over there. Lovely. And here's the lovely Elsimana. Not looking. Oh no, she's okay. She just got off work. You see that full moon up there? Nice. So I wasn't clear in the episode I posted 2 episodes ago about what happened with that apartment I was going to look at and probably take up there in the little favela. You know, in that video where I had to climb lots and lots of stairs and it was very twisty and turny like a maze. I said it was like being in the city of Fez, Morocco. Anyway, I was willing to take it, and especially because of the low rent, only 900 reais a month, excellent rent, right in the middle of the city, just 2 blocks from the beach. But right as Eliomar were climbing into the car to drive back to Salvador, a guy walked up to us and said, you know, there's an apartment available in this building, just a few doors down. And it happened to be the building where my niece, Camilla, lives. And I know the building, it's nice. And, you know, we said, okay, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't have high hopes, you know. But the very next day, Eliomar called, and within a couple of hours, he had it all set up. You know, and he called me, and so I said, yes, I'm going to go for the apartment in my niece's building. Now, it is twice as expensive. The monthly rent is twice as expensive as the apartment up there in the little favela. But, you know, realistically, it's a more realistic choice for me. Those stairs are punishing. You know, I had no problem going up and down now at 70, but, you know, I'm not getting any younger. And particularly late at night, I didn't see any kind of lighting or illumination on those many different maze-like sets of stairs. You know, it would be very easy to trip and fall. And while I'm not one to worry much about security, you know, I wonder. So I think going with the apartment in my niece's building, which only has 1 flight of stairs, very clean, well-maintained building, and more modern. So I'm going to go with that. And, you know, I'm real excited about it. Hope to move in as soon as I get back from my trip to the city of Belo Horizonte around the 22nd of this month. So I just wanted to update you and clarify about my plans. Miss living here in Santo Antonio de Jesus in this apartment. Not really, to be honest with you. It's a nice condominium complex. The apartment is nice, but, you know, basically, realistically, honestly, I feel like I'm out in the middle of nowhere here. There's just not enough stimulation here or things to do. And I would be really happy to get back into this big city of Salvador. I believe that I just walked up. I walked up to the wrong apartment building and started to open the door of someone else's apartment. I don't really like living in a condo complex where all the buildings look alike. And that's going to change very soon. One is my apartment. For another couple of weeks at least. And I've had a bad cold for like 2 weeks now that started in my head and now it's moved down to my chest and I'm coughing and It's not improving my mood tonight. I'm back home now. It's Saturday night, about I think it's about 11:30. I guess I'm feeling a little bit, I guess the reality of what my next month or two are going to be like is hitting me. Now, something really fun and good is coming up. I'm going on a trip to the city of Belo Horizonte this week, and that'll be fun. But then when I get back, I got to hit the ground running with this move back to Salvador. Just a little backtracking here. I was living perfectly fine in Salvador. If any of you remember from, how long has it been now? About 8 or 9 months ago. And in a cute little apartment, and my landlady suddenly announced that she was wanted to move back into the apartment, so I had to vacate it. And it was just easy and fast to come back out here to San Antonio, where I have an apartment available to move into immediately. So I did that, but I am so ready to move back to Salvador. But it's going to be a couple months of transition. Because of that trip, that 2.5-month trip I made up to California in the months of May and June, it was expensive. That trip, the airline tickets, just the cost of living in the United States now has gotten so ridiculously high. So I'm under a little bit of financial pressure. I have enough money to move, but once I get moved back to Salvador, it's going to be a little bit tight, and I need to buy some things for my new apartment. I really don't have anything except what's in this one bedroom. And that I'm going to need things like a refrigerator, a stove. I'm actually going to need a bed because this bed that I sleep on doesn't belong to me. So it might be a little rough the first month or two, living in a kind of a empty apartment with the bare minimum. And then there's the issue, I remember last time when I moved back to Salvador, it took 2 or 3 weeks to get the Wi-Fi turned on. Life is hard without Wi-Fi. I've got plenty of books, but I do need Wi-Fi for certain things. And then getting the cable TV turned on. And I hope that the electricity is on. God forbid that there's no lights, and that takes days to get turned on. So I guess that's all sinking in right now. And just getting the stuff that I do have here into Salvador. It's about 4 hours, and I'm going to have to rent some kind of a small moving truck for that. So that's all sinking into my head this Saturday night. I really, really, really want to keep my life super simple. I don't know why I haven't acquired a lot, but I really want to live very simply, and I keep accumulating things, and I really shouldn't. But then I have to remember that I'm actually living here and settling in here, and I'm not slow traveling or moving around, so I do need my creature comforts, and so I just gotta make this work. And I hope this is for the last time for a long time. I would really like to stay in this new apartment in Salvador for maybe forever, if that's possible. Anyway, I guess I'm just feeling fatigued tonight, and the idea of this move is making me feel tired, and I'll feel much better in the morning. And I am ready for bed, so I'm going to sign off now. Keep this one short. As I mentioned, Saturday night it's Wednesday morning that I'm going into Salvador. I'm going to spend the day there, take care of a little business there. I'll be spending the night at El Cine, my brother-in-law's, and the next morning I fly to Belo Horizonte. So maybe the next time I'll see you is when I'm in Salvador on Wednesday. Thanks for joining me as always, and as always, beijo, ciao.